on a bad Corona. Have you heard of that commercial? The guy is dorkly cute. Oh, I thought you can see the mirror behind me because my ass crack is all out of the place. So I haven't really been telling you what my favorites of this coming new year is. Oh, and I also quit the gym and I signed up for a boot camp, which I've been waking up at 5 in the morning for, but really just I want to feel strong again. In the beginning of January, I really had to dig deep into my soul. It's not about the newest soap I have in my tub, or it's not about the newest lipstick I picked up last week. Like, I have more depth than that. Some of you guys have asked me what is my biggest motivation to work out, and it's not necessarily what I want to physically look. I mean, you know, obviously that naturally follows. Look at me show off. What really motivates me to, you know, get going and to be able to physically be usually in the beginning of the year, I get like high anxiety because I worry about what this whole year is gonna look like. So working out is kind of like a good stress and anxiety reliever. The reason for that is because I've been changing my diet a little bit because I've noticed that my digestive has progressively become worse. So this month I've been kind of following a different kind of lifestyle. For those of you guys who feel fat, you know, it's the new year now, so stop complaining and do something about it. Paleo cooking. Think of the cavemans, you know? Cavemans had no M&M, they had no Gatorades. So really paleo is thinking about like in the early humans where, you know, cavemans just ate things that naturally came from earth. Like, you know, they hunted their animals and, you know, they ate things that come off trees or bushes or ground. Ever since I eliminated processed foods out of my diet, but my diet really consisted of a heavy amounts of candy, I've noticed a lot of changes like in my hair, in my skin. Like I kind of noticed a lot of external changes that are happening to my body. I've like kind of marked the things that I've made, you know, like I kind of changed the way I feed my boyfriend. Feeding a man is like feeding a child. You gotta somehow slip in a carrot in there. Because if you don't, forget it. Just drive that little fucker's ass to McDonald's, get him a kid's meal, and let him shut up. I mean, what man eats a salad every night? And I'm getting to a point where, okay, he doesn't want to eat it, fine, starve. So anyways, I think it's really important to incorporate some kind of like paleo into your diet. So this is my holy Bible right now because I'm going through a little bit of something ain't right, something down there. Another thing is teas. I love teas. So one of my favorites has been this detox tea that promotes healthy function for your liver and your kidneys. Sometimes on the weekend, you're over 21, you get yourself a little bit, you know, too indulgent. And instead of eating menudo soup in the morning to get rid of the hangover, I've taken a different approach. A much of a healthier approach is just to overall detox your body. I've been drinking this detox tea, and it really just tries to get like rid of the toxins, things that we eat or drink, or the things that we internally put in our body that aren't really good for us. But be careful, because you do have to kind of pee a lot. Something I forgot to tell you was about the paleo cooking. I have been loving just like going through like magazines, any kind of magazine where it has like a really like cool recipe or like a fun recipe. I'm one of those people at the dentist office ripping shit out of a magazine, or for this matter, secretly at the salon when I'm waiting to get my nails done, looking through like Insta magazine, and I'm like, ooh. And I would just rub that perfume paper all over me. But I have to say, I'm not much of like a coupon clipper kind of girl, especially because you don't really want to look like the asshole who's keeping everybody waiting in line at Whole Foods. Yo, coupons. I'm the one that kind of like gathers recipes like online. By the way, this is the very domestic side of me. Especially I love being like in the kitchen. It's kind of like a therapeutic for me to being in the kitchen. So this is a spice rack that my boyfriend made for me. That was actually my idea. Like especially now that Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you feel like you're kind of like an old lady and you don't really care for flowers and chocolates, I think doing arts and crafts with your boyfriend is a really fun way to bond. Well, for him it's not really bonding, he's just trying to appease me. So this is a spice rack that I always keep in my kitchen, and lately I've been on the spice game lately. I've been growing my own basil, just, you know, different herbicals, and we super glued this like chalkboard backing to it where I can write in chalk. So, and I put all of my favorite cooking spices. It's a great way to like motivate yourself to wanting to cook from home. For those of you guys who are obsessed with your pets, like me, I also just tried to implement the same kind of like morals to my dogs. So Howie and the rest of my dogs, whom I want to live till they're like 30 years old doggy years. So anyways, this one store actually makes foods that are fresh, and they put a label on it and you can see exactly what is in the food, because you know, I fed my dogs like holistic food, and even though that's extremely expensive, at the end of the day I think it's gonna make them live longer. They make kind of like foods that are best suited for your dog's needs. Like one of my dogs is allergic to grain. My Maltipoo, well, he has like bad breath issues. So yeah, one of my favorite things for my dogs this month is going organic and having their food freshly made and knowing what is in your dog's food. Shit, we had dogs when I was living in the Philippines and nobody really cares about your dogs. And those dogs live forever. If a dog ever had once kibbles in his life there, that would be like eating caviar at a sushi bar. Alright, so moving on to beauty products. I haven't really had much, but it's been raining a lot, so I'm home a lot. I have stocked up on a bunch of Carmex. My lips get dry and then I start to peel it and it gets bloody. So Carmex has been my best friend for this whole month and this whole winter to go, because another moisturizing thing is a hand cream. This is my Nivea cream, and this one's a little bit of a thicker one, which is, but it hydrates your skin really nicely and it's not sticky and it doesn't smell good. Like it smells like sunscreen. I have like 3 of these. I have one in my gym bag, my purse, and I think one in my car. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Protect your cookie.